Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, the Bug Catcher run. I almost don't want to go in here into this cave because this music is so good. Like, it's so good. It's like at like 3/4 of the way through like a romantic comedy when things seem like they've gone to shit, and I'm sitting in a bar wondering how I'm going to fix my life. That's what it sounds like. I should put like half of this fucking inventory into like the PC or whatever, because all it's doing is like taking up space. The meat just absorbs all the space. I remember this like not being complicated, but being big. I should also like pick up these TMs because they're probably... I was gonna say there's probably great TMs here, and then I get some piece of shit like that. Why do you have like such crazy music when you're a psychic? You're supposed to have like creepy music or something. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, the Bug Catcher run. It is like Sunday the 13th of February. And like I'm looking out my window right now, and it's really, really nice outside. Like it's that typical sort of like spring weather, I guess, that we get here, where it's that typical kind of spring weather we get here, which is like on again, off again, nice like sun, and then like you get like a little shower of rain, like some drizzling rain or whatever, and then the sun starts shining again, and you know, it's just like, I like that kind of weather, to be honest. So even now, during the course of me saying that sentence, it almost looks like it's after getting a little bit more grey outside. But I know that when I look over again in a couple of minutes, it might be sunny all over again. So I don't know, I kind of like that weather. Like we really get weather like that a lot in like, let's say, February, March, and also in like November, like October, November, I would say as well. But I'm not going to like use another psychic PP. So yeah, so how are you all doing, to quote Dr. Nauzarden? I actually saw like this week's episode of My 600 Pound Life. Well, like last week's episode of My 600 Pound Life and this week's episode of My 600 Pound Life were like literally like the agony and the ecstasy. They were like night and day in terms of what kind of paths they took or whatever. What does that even do? Is that the one that means like I can't use the same one twice in a row or something? I don't know. Or is that taunt? No, taunt is the one that means you can only use physical attacks. Torment is the one that you can't use the same attack twice in a row or something. Imprison? Don't even ask me. All I know is, as far as I remember, it's like the first attack that I go over or just choose not to learn if I have Vulpix. But yeah, they were like night and day in terms of what the content was. Like last week's episode of My 600 Pound Life, I hadn't seen somebody as obstinate on that program for a long time. La 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 long la 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 long time. The like she was one of those people where she seems like really sweet at the beginning. And then as soon as she starts having to do the work and get some home truths, then like the mask slips and you see how like she was actually like... Well, like, I shouldn't be too, like, down on her, because all of these people, the reason they are the way they are is because of, like, some, like, horrific past that they have. I think we've talked about that already. I think it was in Kirby that I was talking about that, if I remember rightly. But, like, I suppose you just started to see more of what she's really like in her everyday life, in terms of her being kind of like a manipulative individual, but also the kind of person who gets like, who handles confrontation with like aggression to keep people away, I guess, or like to keep like, or to like keep the truth away with aggression, I guess, because like she got so rude. She was like shouting and screaming at people. She was like, "You're wasting your time, lady," when the physical therapist came around and all of that thing. Then she was like talking about Dr. Now. She was like, "He makes the devil look good." I was like, "What? You're crazy. Like, you're terrible, Muriel." Like, seriously, she was like, "That Dr. Now, where's my respect? He doesn't show me any respect." I was like, "What are you talking about?" This Noctowl can't decide what it wants to do. It lulled me into a false sense of security with all that extra sensory garbage just so that it could go and use air slash then in the end. We're actually so close to the entrance that I might even just go out and heal up again. But so yeah, like that, and then like she ended up like her like partner, her like husband, whatever, ended up dying like 3/4 of the way through the episode because they both contracted COVID-19 and ended up in the hospital. He ended up dying, she ended up not dying. But then it like seemed like she wanted to actually make a turnaround and actually do the work that she needed to do to save her own life, right? Because she got a bit of a wake-up call after your man popped his clogs. So then, like, though, again, like she started like engaging with Dr. Now's program, but not for long, because then the episode ended with like 2 weeks later, Penny stopped, or not Penny. Penny was the other one. Penny was one of the other like legendarily like obstinate like people on that program. I don't feel like using another max repel just to get like 10 steps out the door. But no, her name was Lisa. There were like a couple of like, when you go on like r/my600pound life, when you're on like the my 600pound life Reddit, like there's like a couple of names that come up over and over and over again, either because of like how ludicrously like crazy they were, or because of like how inspiring and how amazing they were, you know. And like Lisa has been like, there was already polls like asking like who was like the most awful person on the program, and Lisa is already like up there, like in the same league as Penny and the like. But the what was I even talking about again? Oh yeah, my 600-pound life. But then, like, to flip it over, the episode this week was like really, really, really good in like a nice way. Like, there was this guy who had been like for his whole childhood he was in like the foster care system, and had like, usually according to him at any rate, like not the best experience with the foster parents that he had. But then like he ended up like when he was grown up, he ended up like doing like setting up an association for like kids who had been in the what the actual hell just happened before my very eyes? That was insanity. That was euphoria. We know how to deal with you, Magnezone. Even though you're one of my absolute all-time favorite Pokemon. You see Magnezone in Legends Arceus, it's just like flying around like a UFO. It's just insane. You're there on top of Mount Coronet, and you see this thing just going like flying around like a UFO. Barrier might help you, unless I get another critical hit. Fisher is an option. Ooh, you're lucky, Magnezone. You're lucky. Do we go for Fisher? I think we do. Flash cannon, uh-oh. But yeah, like he ended up like setting up like an association or like a group for kids who were in like the foster care system or whatever, for them to just be able to socialize and all of this kind of stuff, which was amazing. And he ended up then like meeting this woman That's like my dryer, like the washing machine finishing. It plays like, seriously, it plays something that sounds like the, what the actual hell? It plays like the Clocktown theme tune when it finishes, like finishes a cycle. Like when it finishes a cycle, it goes like do 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 do, like that, and I'm like, what the hell? It's not as bad as like when you start it, it makes like, it sounds like the start of Banjo-Kazooie. It goes like ner 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 ner, like that, and all I hear in my mind is ner 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 ner. We need to switch out here because this is not working. Special defense being lowered. I just had to be like, I had to just be so greedy and want to just like put dirt in your eye with the fisher to take off like the last 6 HP or something that thing had. The price of pride, I guess. But yeah, then he had like met this lady who took him on as like his dead. She would be his foster parent, and this person, like this woman, seemed like one of the most amazing people I had ever seen on the television. She was like extremely supportive. She was really, really nice, a very kind of like positive, bubbly sort of character, but she was like supportive in the right way. Like they never classed her as being an enabler. I think she really wanted this guy to have like an independent life, I guess, you know, and at all like she pretty much did like make sure, like she basically was not kind of enabling him. It was just like she enabled him to be able to live independently in her house, I think, is really like the best way of saying it, I think. And like she was extremely supportive then when he was like trying to do the diet plan and stuff, but still she wanted him to be independent. She was pushing him to be able to be independent the whole time. Like for example, when it came to the time when he was supposed to like move to Houston, she didn't like move down with him because she was like, you need to learn how to live independently at the end of the day if you want to be successful. Joe, I'm going to go up there and see what the story is with this bicycle nonsense. Just to... That doesn't help, the rappel running off. She like didn't... She like didn't like move down with him because like her whole thing was that like she was like, no, you have to learn how to like live for yourself. So she'd come down for when he had like the appointments and stuff like that. The elixir. She'd come down when he had like the appointments and stuff like that. Oh, I see like an item up there that I'm kind of wanted to get. I wonder if this is the way that you get it. So that's the way that you get it. So how do I get up to that bridge? That's a problem with this area, is like you keep seeing like so much stuff where you're like, I kind of want that. Like, is this how you get it up here? Or is it like from like the second half of the... Nah, it must be like from the second half of the dungeon. But yeah, this guy, he had like a lot of struggles on the program. Like he kept like going like yo-yoing up and down and things like that. But he was always like very like honest about it, and like he was just in general like a very kind of like nice, respectful kind of guy, you know. And I felt really sorry for him, and he was like the kind of guy you really wanted to like see succeed or whatever. So like, I don't know, like those two like episodes the last 2 weeks, they really were like the agony and the ecstasy, because there was usually like 2 or 3 different types of episodes of that show. There's like the very kind of like inspiring sort of like stories, and then there's like the, you know what, will we fight you? I'm gonna fight you, I don't care. I'm gonna put dirt in your eye. Then there's like the episodes that are just crazy, where you're like, this person is just insane or something like that is what you want to say. I'm gonna use Stealth Rock this time. Don't flinch me, please. I swear, every time I call it, it happens. I couldn't believe it in that battle against, like, in, like, the Cyrus battles and the Faulkner battles and everything, like, like... Oh, Flash Cannon will be good, though, won't it? Because it's an ice Pokemon. Let's just see here. So yeah, it's a lovely Sunday morning. It's Sunday the 13th of February, as I said. Nice one. Alanis, you were just like killing it with the critical hits today. I swear, between that bug bite on Blissey, we go for it again. We might be faster than this thing. Just go for another Flash Cannon. Mold Breaker? Oh, Ancient Power. Yeah, but that's like a special attack, isn't it? So I don't think it's gonna do... Yeah, there we go. Flash Cannon on the Glass Cannon. Oh, I remember when, like, Generation 4 was the generation, like, Pokemon like Rampardos were, like, the definition of the Glass Cannon sort of Pokemon, like, these really, like, high attack stats, and then just, like... no defenses or HP to back it up. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's the 13th of February. Like, so both of us are working tomorrow on Valentine's Day. So that, oh my god, did that like literally like take off half of its HP? That's absolutely insane. Sorry, Motham. You know I love you and all, but like, oh my god, I feel like so bad. I'm sorry, I have to say it, but there's a reason I'm not bringing you to the Pokemon League with you. No one would love as much as I would to, like, show Aaron my devotion. To show, like, Aaron my devotion by showing him that I named a beautiful moth Pokemon like Mothim after him. Is this the way you're supposed to do that puzzle? It feels almost like it wasn't. But you're just not strong enough. I was like thinking in between the last couple of videos, like what Pokemon will I bring to the Pokemon League with me? And like I'm still like I'm really wondering whether this is going to be possible at like a normal level. Like my plan is to challenge it at level 60. Right? I think, like, some of the battles of the Elite Four are going to be tough, and, like, I know I've said this, like, 500,000 times, but I really think Cynthia is going to be a huge, like, stumbling block. But yeah, I don't know, like, what... I'm not 100% sure what Pokemon I'll take. I think it'll probably be, like, Santoku and Huncules, and Alanis. And, oh well, this couldn't have gone any better now, could it? Alanis, Mariah, I think I have to bring. And then, like, after that, probably, like, Clarice. And this is where I wasn't sure. Like, I was wondering whether I'd take Final Girl purely to have access to, like grass type attacks, but then it's just the typing. Like grass and bug is like one of the worst like defensive typings that exist on the face of the earth. So yeah, I don't like I really can't see that being an option, to be perfectly honest. So now I think actually Goblin Jr. is the better option, but that's actually why I never explained why I went out of my way to get that Giga Drain TM. Goblin Jr. is the whole reason, because I was like, okay, well maybe I'll be able to teach Goblin Jr. Giga Drain, and then at least I'll have like quite a fast Pokemon with a respectable special attack stat who's able to use an attack like Giga Drain. I'm just thinking of like things like Bertha, lovely Bertha, you're such a lovely machine. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do here? Oh, I think this is one of those stupid puzzles where you have to, like, go down and then come back up again. I'm just thinking of, like, stuff like Bertha, where, like, it'll just be convenient to have a grass-type Pokemon, you know? Well, this is okay, isn't it? Oh my god, but am I faster? Oh no, but it, like, cut my attack stat. See, Close Combat will do 180, Rock Slide will do 160. We're faster! Nothing teaches you how to multiply by 1.5 like a Pokemon game, right? Oh god, Huncules, I'm sorry. I'm gonna slap your face on every vase, on every vase. I finally watched Bidoof's Big Stand this last week, actually, like on Friday, I think. Oh, well, great. Now nobody gets the... How did he die? Oh, yeah, Brave Bird is like double edge. I forgot that. Oh, Licky Licky, I love you. Look at this sprite. Oh my god. Look at it. I almost don't want to attack it because it's so fucking beautiful. I love Licky Licky. The, oh god, he's a tough son of a gun, isn't he? The, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, like the Pokemon that I want to, like, take to the Pokemon League. I think really, like, the only option that I have is to bring Goblin Jr. And then, like, I'll get all of my Pokemon up to level 60, because I think that's probably, like, the level that the Pokemon are going to be. Like, they'll all be between, like, level 55 and 60, because that's usually the standard. And I'll just, like, hope against all hope that I'm able to do it. Like actually, like, my biggest worry is, like, about, like, how I'm going to manage, and I'm talking about this because, like, it's literally right around the corner. My biggest worry is how I'm going to manage actually, like, losing, because the thing is, like, I only have so much money, right? I only have so much money, so I can only, like, afford so many healing items and crap like that, right? So, oh, this is how I get to that item, isn't it? I think. Isn't it? Because wasn't I, like, looking at this earlier? Yeah, this is, like, the... Well, no, let's, like, go back up first, because I think this is actually, like, the way out of the dungeon. What was I saying? Oh my god, I, like, keep, like, losing my train of thought. Oh yeah, I'm talking about this because it's literally, like, right around the corner. Like, the Pokemon League is after this dungeon, and I'll be in the position where I have to kind of make up a plan. So, like, if let's say, for example, I get all the way up to Cynthia, and then Cynthia, like, rinses me, which she's apt to do, to be honest. Like, what do I do? Do I go all the way back to, like, it's probably better to go all the way back to the start, like, to save, let's say, before fighting Aaron, and then... Oh, this is interesting. It's probably, like, better to save before, like, all the way before fighting Aaron, and then, like, go back to the start there. Are you, like, a double battle? I wonder. Oh, yeah, it's the Rock and Sock connection. Yeah, here we go. I thought that said AI. AI and K. The, because then at least I'll have all of my, like, restorative items, like things like ethers and elixirs and stuff like that. Oh, this is really bad. You bring out that thing, that horrible bird. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and then, like, go and fight the entire Elite Four again. I don't know. It's hard to decide. Let me see. Wing attack on the bird. Wing attack or slash wing attack on the bird. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at the moment. That's really fucking bad, because that's gonna kill me. That's really gonna just kill me. No. Okay, I think we need to bring out, that's gonna kill me as well. I think, I was gonna say I think we need to bring out, and then I was like, okay, well there's nothing we can bring out. At least the recoil does something. Alanis and Mariah, I guess. At least Alanis is able to, like, probably stand up to an attack or two is the thing. The thing is, we're not going to be faster than any of these things, so they're just going to, like, straight up kill me. I think we flash cannon... I think we flash cannon the Ambipom, actually. And then we go for like a rock blast on the Staraptor. But yeah, I finally watched, oh great. Here was I was gonna be like, I'm so lucky it used Water Pulse, and then I see that. It looks like confusion is going to be the least of my worries. So now I'm kind of wishing I'd flash cannoned the bird again. I watched, like, Bidoof's Big Stand during the week, and sorry, but it was, like, incredibly sweet. Like, it was such, like, a nice, like a little mini-movie. It was so, so good. So, if you have, like, 10 minutes to spare... I need to revive. I need to revive Santoku. At least Santoku is faster. And then fight with... No, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do it with her. I meant to do it with you. X-Scissor on the Ambipom. So yeah, if you have like 10 minutes to spare, Bidoof's Big Stand, I can only recommend it. The problem with this actually now is that it's not actually going to do that much recoil damage. At least it like, at least they like concentrated on one Pokemon, so that I just wish that I had like used, I just wish that I had used like the stupid potion with Frazier instead of Alanis here. Okay, so I think what we do is what do we do? I think I think I'm like torn between like reviving something. I think we actually just go for it. I think we use Flash Cannon on the Staraptor. We use X-Scissor on the Ambipom. And then at least we can, like, take that out. Okay, good. The wheels in my head have been turning since I looked at that loony old man. That's how I feel right now. They're level 50! I didn't even notice it! Oh, thank you. At least you attacked that one. And still and all... you lived to tell the tale. You lived to get, like, blasted by my flash cannon. By then it was nothing but blinding. Blasted by my flash cannon. You'd like... sorry, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't talk about it. I was watching this, like, do you remember that video I was talking about where it was, like, like the Kingpin talking about, how everything is because of his weight? And he, like, every sentence, he ends the sentence with, like, because of my weight. Like that. Well, that, like, led me down. Like, first of all, led me to discover, like, that the guy who did the voice of the Kingpin in the animated series is also, like, the narrator for Babe, the movie about the pig, right? And, like... so then I was like, I've got to like hear this. So then I went and I was watching like the opening of the film Babe, where they show like the pigs being born and all of this kind of stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I can just like imagine the Kingpin is narrating Babe. It's almost like when you realize that like Uncle Phil and the Shredder are the same person. So then you just picture like like every time the Shredder talks, you picture it being Uncle Phil, if you know what I mean. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. There, haha, you didn't think I knew that you were the branch outside my window. That could actually be useful. It's like hard to... Excuse me? Thank you. It's hard to decide whether like Stone Edge maybe or Rock Slide would be better for Huncules. I think the thing that I never like trust about Stone Edge is like the accuracy of it is the thing. Cause yeah, you get like you get like 20 more power, I think, cause it has like what, a power of 90 or 100 or no, power of 100, I think. But its accuracy is something like 70. Anyway, like then I was like watching this video that was just like showing like the Kingpin like quotes or something, and then I ended up watching this video that was like the Kingpin versus the Daredevil, and like there's just this really funny line in it because it sounds funny the way he says it, and what it is that like, so the Daredevil comes in and he's like, I've got your son too, and then he's like, the name's Daredevil, says the Daredevil, obviously. And the Kingpin literally just like looks at him and says, you'd have to be a daredevil to dare to challenge me, like that. And I'm like, oh my god, it's like he's so like, he sounds so vicious. And it's just the way he says the word daredevil is really funny. He's like, you'd have to be a daredevil to dare to challenge me. It's just, I don't know, there's something like so funny about it. I don't know. There's Machamp, more like Machump. You'd have to be a chump to dare to challenge me. I'm still faster than you, even after you use that scary face. And it is a scary face. Black Belt Miles didn't stand a chance. You'd have to be a black belt to dare to challenge me. Oh, here. Oh, God. This place, like, I've already been going for, like, a half an hour. This is going to take, like, another 20 minutes, I fear. Anyway, let's, like, listen to this nice, relaxing music. And just chill out and relax, you know? Momentai. And, yeah, I'll continue Victory Road in the next part of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, the Bugcatcher run. Thank you for watching. Bye now.